Welcome to Animal a Day. Quick tardigrade facts, the nearly indestructible microanimal. 1. Tardigrades, also called moss piglets or water bears, are an enormous group of around 1,300 species that make up the Tardigarde phylum. 2. Phylums are one step below kingdoms. Another example of a phylum is the Chordata phylum, which includes all mammals, birds, fish, reptiles, and amphibians. Things get weird outside of Chordata. 3. Tardigrades are extremely small animals. In fact, they are technically microscopic, since most measure less than 1 millimeter in size. They are right at the periphery of what's possible for a human to perceive, but since they are transparent, it's very difficult to view one without a microscope. 4. They can be found far across the world, on land, underwater, in deserts, in Antarctica, on top of Mount Everest, and pretty much anywhere. Though they can be found in higher concentrations in wet places like moist leaf litter, moss, and lichens. 5. Its body is essentially one long head with 8 legs and a mouth part. Each leg has 4 claws. In order to eat, they use the claws to attach to a plant and pierce its cell walls with its stylets, or sharp mouth parts, and suck its contents dry. 6. It's thought they've existed in some form for nearly 600 million years. This predates the dinosaurs by a lot. They appeared about 230 million years ago. 7. Their closest living relatives may be arthropods like crustaceans and insects. Like many of them, they have a tough outer exoskeleton and need to molt to grow bigger. 8. They don't have lungs. Instead, oxygen is diffused into their bodies and stored in a body-wide fluid all its cells can access. 9. Tardigrades are considered extremophiles, meaning they can survive in very harsh conditions for long periods of time with little to no side effects. This includes exceedingly hot or cold temperatures, including being completely frozen, dehydration, no food, high pressure, being in a vacuum, and being exposed to heavy UV radiation. They were the first animals discovered to withstand being in outer space directly. And 10. Many of these feats are thanks to their ability to enter a cryptobiosis state called a tune state. During this, they tuck themselves up into a ball, reduce their metabolism to 0.01% of its normal speed, and lose about 99% of its bodily water. The water is replaced with sugars that coat and shield their insides. They can survive this suspended state for seemingly decades, sometimes with no observable downsides. When outside of this state, they live closer to 2.5 years. Thanks for watching. Now take that subscribe button to the zoo.